He's going to talk about Mars. She never generating the little lows. She's putting me on blast. Whoa, yeah. And there's a road who has to get on. He's just an old outcast. Can we all say the O-N-E-S-O-N? Hashtag. Wait a minute. At last, it's a Doneson podcast.
So there's a theory going around that whatever you search on Google, right, that it pops up an advertisement, right?
I believe that.
Right. So late at night, it was like 2 a.m. and I said, you know what? Nobody's looking at me.
Oh, here we go.
Nobody, allegedly, nobody's listening to me. So I said, why not just give this a try? So from what I searched, this was the commercial that kept coming up on my phone. You know how when you search something, the commercial pops up?
Yeah.
This was the commercial. This was the commercial that kept popping up.
Let's hear it.
I'm so glad you Googled me. I bet you can't wait to see the Amazon driver. Then you can blow me up. Quicker, faster. Have your way with me, Daddy. I'm the ultimate blow-up doll. I'll be your friend till your work alarm goes off.
Exactly. Y'all should try it sometimes, though.
Really?
Right?
Nah, no thank you.
But
No
it
thanks.
goes to show you that whatever you search for will pop up on Google Ad. All right?
I don't know what you were searching for.
But that Amazon driver took forever to get to my house.
I
Well, how's everybody doing?
bet. Amazing.
Great, man.
Montana, how you doing?
I'm doing great. Can't complain. I could complain, but I won't.
Okay. What's going on? You good?
Yeah, I'm good, man. Now that the Tennessee snow fall and fell off of us, and I was snowed in for about a week around here. Couldn't get out the house, couldn't move. So glad to be out, man. I don't know what to do right now.
Okay. All right. Well, y'all know what time it is, right? It's time for gossip in the city.
Ooh, let's
With
get it.
Andy.
Let's take a trip down to Moss Point, Mississippi.
Oh,
During a Black Lives Matter rally, someone had shouted, "A change has to happen." On the topic of change, let me read you a quote by James Baldwin. It says, "The poet, or the revolutionary, is there to articulate the necessity, but until the people themselves apprehend it, nothing can happen. Perhaps it can't be done without the poet, but it certainly can't be done without the people. The poet and the people get on generally very badly, and yet they need each other. The poet knows it sooner than the people do. The people usually know it after the poet is dead. But that's all right, because the point is to get your work done, and your work is to change the world."
Okay.
Portsmouth, Virginia. Joey Samford, what a slim ball. Joey got Jane Williams pregnant. But get this, here's where it gets interesting. There are 2 Jane Williams in Portsmouth. Of course, he got the wrong Jane pregnant. And what's his excuse? His excuse? All Jane Williams sound alike in the dark. True that, brother. True that.
Oh, my God.
Dayton, Ohio. Keith. My. His girlfriend, Shakita, swallowed a whistle last week by accident. They live in this apartment complex, the one on the landing on West Monument Ave. They make whoopee every Saturday at high noon. Don't ask me how I know. I know because I can hear them. The neighbors filed a noise complaint, saying the football game is turned up too loud. She gives a new meaning to whistle while you twerk. Let me see you make that body fart. Good Lord, make it shake like a salt shaker. Too hard, get it up till you can't. Huh? No more. See, I love when we hoes take it to the flow. Yeah, baby, touchdown.
Good
All
night.
right. Thank you, Andy, for gossiping the city. All right. So y'all know every episode we do the Doneson Trivia, right?
Yeah.
And we just pull names out of the hat.
Allegedly.
And the person that's up this week is Ms. Montana.
It's the Doneson Trivia Show. This is how it goes. You're asked 4 questions. You have to get 3 out of 4 right. If not, you're a dumbass. And here's your host, Rod.
So
bad.
we just the straw don't lie.
Okay.
So what we do, you got to get 3 out of 4 right, right? If not,
I got to get however many I get right.
use a dumbass.
About to say something I shouldn't say. Already.
You let us know when you're ready.
I'm ready. I stay
ready,
ready.
Miss
If you
Montana?
stay ready, you ain't got to get ready.
Okay,
Talk
that's
to
it.
me.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Question 1. All right, is either A or B.
Okay.
How many Grammy Awards did Elvis win? A, 3, or B, 5?
Let's go with B. I'm real strong in that. I just feel like they gave him a lot. Don't sip no tea. Quit playing with me.
Montana, you're wrong.
Damn. It's 3. I don't know nothing about that culture. You should have asked me how many Grammys James Brown got.
0.
I would have got that right. 0
I got
and he
none and I'm
proud.
proud.
I would have known that.
Question number 2.
Okay.
Should be a layup, right?
Don't do that.
All right. Who was the first African-American woman to win 5 Grammy Awards in 1 year? Was it A, Lauryn Hill,
Okay.
or B, Missy Elliott?
Lauryn Hill came to mind first. I don't know if Missy done won that many Grammys. I'm going with Lauryn Hill. I know she won a lot.
You were right.
I know.
You're right, Montana.
Yeah. You know, I know a little song.
Little something, something.
All right, Montana, 1 for 1. Question 3.
Okay.
As a student at the Baltimore School of Performing Arts,
Here we go.
rapper Tupac Shakur took these classes: A, ballet and poetry, or B, hip hop and poetry. I can repeat it if you want.
I feel like, Tupac might have took like ballet poetry.
That's what you going with?
No.
You not? Okay.
Did they really have like a hip hop class? What university was this? What was it? Say it. Ask the question again.
Okay. As a student at the Baltimore School of Performing Arts, rapper Tupac Shakur took these classes: A, ballet and poetry, or B, hip hop and poetry.
Let's go with A.
You're right, Montana. You're right.
They weren't offering no damn hip hop.
Yeah. That was obvious, wasn't it?
Right.
All right. So, hey, you got to get this right. Number 4.
Okay.
Was the first historically black college in America? Was it A, Cheney University, or B, Howard University?
Oh my God. Can I phone a friend?
Can I Google that shit?
Right.
Well, on 2nd Avenue, the cell towers is still down. You can't phone nobody.
We're gonna say Cheney.
You're right.
I
Way
am
to go,
not.
Montana.
Oh, let's do it.
Way to go.
I knew I wasn't a dumbass. So
Way to go, Montana.
Yeah.
All right.
What up?
Shanna Montana.
Yeah.
Let's get it.
Talk to me.
You wrote me?
You wrote me?
It's just something about this later. Montana is it crazy? Do you want my opinion? It's maybe game over for ya. Really, really
Okay, so today's game over letter is titled "Still Broke. I Have Kids." Interesting. Okay. Oh,
That's like this. That's like 80% of the women I date.
right?
Still broken. I got kids. Okay.
So this is from initials JL. I wouldn't give my name either. From Lovejoy, Georgia, and between the age of 25 and 35.
Okay.
All right, so she reads, okay, my investment in men just hasn't been the best. I was pregnant at an early age. I have 3 kids, but I do not receive child support from the kid's father because I do not want him to control when he sees the kids. I've been told that when my kids turn 13, that they do have the option to leave me to go live with their daddy. My oldest kid is 2 years from turning 13 years old, and I'm fearful, or should I say I'm afraid, that I won't be able to afford to get him or them what they want. The Jordans, the new clothes for school, the video games, iPhones, etc. The father is pretty slick. He doesn't buy my kids games to take with them or over to our house. He keeps what he buys at his house. They're always asking to go over to their dad's house, and I think he's enticing them to one day come live with him when they turn 13. If I put the dad on child support, I'm fearful that he will have a major influence over the kids, and if they leave, this will take a certain amount of money out of the household. To top it off, it burns me up, making the matter worse. He is dating another woman. That other woman is starting to have an influence over my kids. I would constantly ask my kids, what did you learn? Did you learn that from your daddy? And they would say no, from daddy's girlfriend. She's so nice. She's so sweet. She's so smart. I turn my back and cringe. I don't know where I can get extra money from. I have a full-time job, and when my kids get out of school, they go over to their grandma's house until I get home from work. I tried a part-time job, even though they allowed me to keep my kids at the job. They do their homework right there in the restaurant. The owner is nice, but that's not the type of life that I want for my kids. I meet other guys, but when they find out that I have 3 kids, they're gone and void. I really don't want to meet a guy that has as many kids as I do, but I'm just looking for some type of financial help. Doneson Podcast, help.
What you think, Aunt?
Wow.
Man, it's hard
Lord,
for a single woman with 3 kids. It's going to take a very special individual, man. I'm telling you right now. That's a lot to take on a ready-made family. And here's the thing she got to understand. Are you planning on having any more kids? Because if you found a man who ain't got no kids, he gonna want some kids.
Yeah.
You already got 3 kids, and they still in school, and just putting a burden on a man.
Wow. Hey,
Putting a real burden on a man. But I'm not gonna say that it's game over for you or anything like that, because
Impossible.
there are individuals out there, some men, who will, be responsible enough to take all of that on. I just ain't him. But
Go down.
Hey, so if you ran across a female that had 2 or 3 kids, would you use her, or would you give her some advice, or would you keep it moving?
I'll give her some advice, man, because
You wouldn't take advantage of that situation?
What advantage could he take? What are you referring to? What would he get out of that?
Yeah, no, that ain't a situation.
I can't answer
I know. I was like, on this podcast, I can't say what I really want to say. But I'm asking. I cannot.
No, that's not a situation you want to take advantage of, man. That's a situation.
Why not?
I don't know what advantage you're gonna take other than
you want to offer some skill. Some
You be
real
like, hey, I'm
genuine
going to
advice.
bring the Bible over and we can study?
No, you just want to offer some genuine advice, man, because it's obvious she
what?
it's the same daddy.
And she, it sounds like it based on the letter. Yeah, if I put the dad, she keeps saying if I put the dad on child support. So yeah, it sounds like the same father. So at least she has one dad.
At least she has one dad. Yeah, that's a good thing about
That
it.
Oh,
is.
you get a gold medal for having
You
the
do.
same daddy.
Yeah,
All right.
I mean that's one.
I mean,
thing,
not many medals being given out in this situation. You gotta.
But still, how you had 3 kids and ain't got no wedding ring?
I mean, that happens. I'm not gonna judge on that.
I ain't gonna
it
judge. I'm
happens.
just saying, it's.
It just she said did she say she started her
She
age
started
is 25
young.
between 35. So she started young, you know.
Started young.
She was young. She's learning now.
And I'm not getting on her because I was a teenage parent myself. You know?
How old was you when you had your first kid?
I was 16
Like
myself.
16?
Yeah, I was.
All right, cut.
I was 16.
He
Right?
about to go.
Yeah, so I can't offer, you know.
Hey,
But,
Jimmy Stewart
hey, it's-
sponsored this podcast.
I'm just saying, man, wow.
It's a lot.
It's just a lot to take on right now. But, you know, looking at life the way it is today, economics and things of that nature, yeah, you better keep him on child support. I know that.
Damn.
She better keep him on child support. That's all. I don't have much to say about that situation, man. I really don't, because I feel for her, just can't reach her.
I'm feeling, but I can't reach him.
Hey, Oliver, what you think about this letter?
Eyes wide shut.
OnlyFans.
Look.
Cash App? Baby girl, it's 2021, but you gotta just shake that ass. Just let me see what you got. Just shake that ass. Just let me see what you
Oh
got.
my God. Oliver is fired.
All right, Montana, what you think about this?
You know, in all seriousness, I think for her to ask for financial help, number one, you cannot depend on a man or anybody outside of yourself to give you financial help. Like, that's insane to me that she's looking for her child's father or to meet a man. So let's go back. It's twofold. Number one, she's going to say she has 3 kids, but I don't want to meet a man that has that many kids. Number one, you can't discount a man because he has kids and you have kids. Like, that doesn't make sense. And then you may meet somebody that has 3 kids, but they are financially stable enough to take care of their kids and yours, possibly, if they chose to. You know, the great philosopher Kevin Samuels may say something different, but I would just say, you know, Oliver was being funny and saying OnlyFans, but my thought was that she needs to think about what other business can she pursue to become an entrepreneur to bring more income in? Because it sounds like whatever 9 to 5 she's working in, it may not be like career oriented. It sounds like she's just kind of working jobs. She doesn't really have a career. So I think, honestly, just to answer her question, the financial help has to come from yourself. Like, you got to take care of those kids. You birthed those kids. And I think that if you, in this day and age, 2021, it's so many hustles that you can come up with. So, so tap into whatever you are passionate about, whatever you can do very well. Even these kids, they almost 13. They can start a business. You know, kids making money off TikTok, whatever it is that you need to do. So, you know, I think sis needs to understand it. Stop relying on a man, because I promise you, if you find a man that's going to give you the money you asking for, it's going to be a price you got to pay. So what you willing to pay in return? Nothing is free. You know, especially not me. So I'm saying, so we'll leave it at that. Yeah, she says it's a lot of things you can do. So pick one and move forward, but don't rely on no man. That's crazy.
All right, good point, Montana. All right, Andy, what you think?
All I got to say is, I don't work jobs, bitch. I am a job. You don't like it? Take a hike. Pay me for a sucking slot, bitch. I'm a rich ass bitch with an attitude. Pipe it down for I whoop your ass like your mama.
I'm with Andy out. Andy say that beep talk. That's what I'm talking about.
All right, so the only advice we can get to her is make a way. All right, so the title of this podcast that we're doing is we're going to do an introduction to money. All right, just keep in mind, y'all, that every Monday starting, of course, we already started the season, that you can catch us on your favorite platform for podcasts. And every Wednesday, you can catch us on YouTube. All right, so money. The better we are at earning, saving, growing, and protecting our money, the chances are greater that we will have a more comfortable lifestyle and ultimately a more powerful, influential, and significant impact on our families and the people we come in contact with every day, right? Now, the benefits of money. A job. Benefits of working a 9 to 5. Now, everybody think that this might be a benefit, but I think it's a benefit. So, number one, you receive a regular paycheck.
Yeah. The consistency of it all.
Right. And then a sense of identity. People like to say, I work here. I'm this, titles, such and such.
Yeah.
Intellectual challenges, right? So you go to school, you get a job, and you figure out things based off your education. All right. You can learn new skills. I've been at several companies where I've learned new skills that I was able to use it at another company or in my own private life. All right. You need new people. Some of my closest friends that I have right now are from having jobs.
Yeah.
Okay. And then access to communities. If you don't make enough money, you won't live in a certain neighborhood. All right. Vacations. A lot of people go on vacations because of their job. Right. And the work-life balance is set. Time to spend with your family, and you can travel the world. I know a lot of people with their jobs have traveled the world.
Yeah.
Number 2, education. How does money affect education? So when school districts spend money wisely, they have better outcomes, including higher test scores, increased graduation rates, and other improved indicators of students' achievement. More money also helps ensures that students have schools with better facilities and more curriculum options. All right. Schooling resources that cost money are positively associated with student outcomes. These include smaller class sizes. Now, I have been to public schools where it's like 40 or 50. I ain't gonna lie, I thought I was on a slave ship.
Shut up.
I'm like, damn, are we supposed to be shackled in this classroom? They was throwing water on us every 20 minutes. I shouldn't have said that. All right, that was, okay.
Okay.
What?
All right, so these include smaller
digress.
classes. I digress. All right. Now, these include smaller classroom sizes, additional instructional support, and early childhood programs and more competitive teacher compensations, which permits schools and districts to recruit and retain a higher quality teacher workforce. Do y'all think money is better than education? What y'all think? Montana, you think money is better than education?
It's a lot of context you got to add to that to say if money is better than education. At the end of the day, yeah, I want money. But I know that personally, I work in a career field where my education does not catapult you to the higher chain of command.
Oh.
So, it's like money in the context of just the real world that I'm in is better than education because I have more degrees. I have more degrees than the person that I work for, but she makes more money than me.
Oh.
So,
so you would say money is probably more.
Yeah, where I am right now in my life, young moolah, baby.
What you said?
Yeah, that's what I
Money
need.
talking what?
Look, BS
BS
wall.
walk.
BS wall.
You
Talk
better
to-
know. Give me the money.
Hey, on that
Yeah.
note, so what do you think is more important, money or education?
I just told you. Give me the money, baby.
Talk to
You know
me.
what I'm saying? And Shannon, she just made an interesting point, man. Because
Yeah.
you find people on jobs, people who've been there for years, started from the bottom up.
Literally started from the bottom. Now I'm here.
And most of the time, they're training their bosses.
Yeah.
Literally.
Literally training them to be
have-
their boss.
Yeah.
Right.
Because you know more about the operation of the business than they do.
Yeah.
Right.
So, hey, man, it's give me the money.
Yeah.
Okay.
Show me the money.
Show me the
Money.
money.
Show me the money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, check this out. So money is better than education because it's easier to get rid of money. Almost everyone is willing to take money from you, right?
Yeah.
But much fewer want to take education from you.
Because they can't.
They can't.
You can't take my education from me. You can't take the money, but you can't
What?
take this degree.
Right. You know what you know.
Yeah.
How you going to take that?
Yeah, you can't.
So if you don't think education is important, listen to this argument in a hallway of a high school in Princeton, Kentucky. If you don't think education is important,
I
Scared.
didn't say it wasn't important.
Yeah.
listen to this.
Hey man, hey, I think that's the dude, man, that was messing with little boy, man, in school. Yeah, man, that look like him, man.
That's right, you right. That's just what he is, a little boy. Fucking with a man.
No, man, you're wrong about that. Little boy got more heart than you'll ever have.
Yeah, well, you can't prove it by me.
Hey, listen, we got a lot of bad blood between us. This is not the time or the place to handle it. No, let's settle it now. Hey, man, you don't hear right, do you?
He here. You not listening, that's what it is. I let it did, it didn't happen, I let it did, it happen now.
I mean, why don't you stop selling the tickets and forget about it, huh? Listen, man, I'm not gonna waste any more of my time with you.
Time.
You wanna deal with the Lord, you deal with us later.
Throw them hands up.
Later. Why should I do something later when I can do it now?
Because I told you to.
Because you told me to. Who you is to tell
See,
me
man,
what
I would get it on with you right now, but I'm man enough to take care of it at another time. You understand?
Yeah, I understand. That's your best bet to take care of that another time.
Extend you right.
Maybe that's education, maybe that's not. Okay, so all right, salaries. Households that earn more than $50,000 have a better quality of life than households that making less than $50,000.
I bet they do.
According to the study, right? But more than half of all American households make more than $50,000 a year.
Hold on, more than half of. Say that again.
It says that, but more than half of all American households make less than $50,000 a year. That means two people or whoever's listening in the house. Every house that you drive by, 50% of them making less than $50,000 a year.
I can believe it.
All right. According to the census, that current average yearly household income in the top 1% of earners is $737,697 a year.
Huh?
1%. Top 1% earn that much in the United States. Now, the top 5% of the earners in the United States earn $376,587 a year.
I can see that. I can see that.
The top 10% of the earners in the United States earn $158,000 plus. Now let's look at sports. The average salary of an NBA player is $8.3.2 million a year.
Ladies, are you listening?
Yep. All right. Hey, you got to go to them parties in Atlanta now.
I hope you're at All-Star Weekend.
In Atlanta. All right. The NFL players, $3.26 million.
Yeah, leave them alone. They got problems.
All right. MLB players, $4 million a year.
That's
average.
where it's at. Go to
Baseball,
baseball, where it's at. Go to baseball. Ladies.
That is baseball, 4.3.
Yeah, but still,
NBA
ladies,
is 8.
Nah, ladies go to baseball. They money longer. They gone a lot more. You know.
Hey, there you have it. Now let's look at the movie business. All right, an actress national average monthly salary is $7,600 a year.
What? Hold on, say that again.
Yeah, for an actress.
You must be talking about us as actresses. Talking about like.
Hey guys, don't date them.
Not talking about Viola Davis and such.
The national average monthly salary of an actress is $7,600 a year.
I mean, what is $7,600 a year, not a month?
Oh, monthly salary, monthly.
Okay, I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah, monthly. I'm sorry.
Okay, monthly.
All right, and the average actor, the average members earns $52,000 a year.
You talking about Z-list actors? You gotta be
right now. Hold on.
Commercials.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. This is
Commercial
the average.
actors, you know
Not
what I'm
everybody is an A-list though.
Yeah, everybody
They
can't-
average it all, right?
Yeah.
All right. Leonardo DiCaprio made $25 million, including bonus for The Wolf of Wall Street, while his co-host Jonah Hill got paid $60,000.
Well, he had a terrible agent.
What you
Because
said.
there's no way the role that he played, he should have got that
That's
a little bit
crazy,
of a
man.
money. Like that would have, and that movie was so big.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a big movie.
Yeah, he had
I
a
watched
terrible.
that several times.
Yeah, I love that movie. He had a terrible agent. That's what that was.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to game host shows. I mean, damn.
How much do Pat
game host shows.
Sajak and Vanna White make? That's what I want to know.
The average game show host makes between $25,000 a week for a syndicated show to upwards to $75,000 a week, unless, of course, you're Alex Trebek.
But
Jeopardy.
R.I.P.
Or rest in peace. That's what that means. So Jeopardy, he was a 30-year host, in which case you take home about $10 million a year jackpot from that.
What do they make on Wheel of Fortune? Because that's like another long running show. Do you know?
It says that the average is $25,000 a week.
Okay, so Pat Sajak, I know he taking home more than $100,000 a month. He probably up there with Alex Trebek. He probably was up there with them.
Yeah. Now
I'll take
that's
$100,000 a month.
I'll take that too. Yeah.
they're gonna have to come up. They're gonna have to come up a little bit more. I date now. You know what I'm saying?
Look here, I'm married.
They want to go to
I took
the.
$100,000.
So like the game over letter, she gonna need that
Yeah,
money.
I can't go to them old Charlie's every day.
I don't
That's
need money.
expensive.
I don't need
Need that money.
Give me
Yeah.
$100,000 a month. I'll
Man,
take
these
that.
women love these chain restaurants. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but guess
Cheesecake
what?
Factory.
I already got mine.
Like
so
I dated
ain't
a
worried
chick.
about it.
I dated a chick. She was like, "Why you taking me to this chain restaurant?" It was at a prison. You know what I'm saying?
The chain gang.
Yeah.
Chain gang.
She's like, "I hear chains, but when the food coming out?"
What's going on?
All right, a lawyer. Us low level people, right? Lawyers make a medium salary of $122,000 a year.
I know some lawyers broke it in that.
Woo!
What you said.
And the average YouTuber with 1 million subscribers typically make about $60,000 a year. All right. Now the effects of this free time. Now when you get home from work, what do you usually do? Now listen to this. When you get home from work, this is what y'all usually do.
Keep my shoes off.
What do we
I need to
usually
know
do?
every
Relax.
single minute you spend
Made it through another
on anything
day.
but your job, because I'll tell you, taking those leisure hours, which you're using to escape your unhappiness. You're literally watching Netflix or sports or playing video games or listening to music to escape.
All right, y'all hear that? Now, keeping up with the Joneses. If you say that someone is keeping up with the Joneses, you mean that they are doing something in order to show that they have as much money as the other person, right? Rather than because they really want to do it.
Right.
All right. Now, many people were holding down 3 jobs just to keep up with the Joneses. This could lead to living above your means if you have more than enough income for the basics, but you indulge in eating out. All right.
Okay.
Vacations, overspending on clothes and cars, and expenses and future needs, such as having adequate retirement savings being, in your bank account and so forth. Or sending your child to college with a buttload of debt. Now take a listen to this.
Do you know how many people here literally drive cars to impress people that they fucking hate?
Yeah.
People literally going in debt or getting further from leaving the job they don't like to do something that will make them happy because they have to buy a certain car that has a logo that impresses people that they fucking despise.
Crazy.
Do you understand how fucked up that is?
Yep.
Do you know how many people here live in homes where they don't use more than half the rooms in the house? Like, we are so fundamentally in a vortex that makes no sense that I am unbelievably passionate understanding how much money you make and what you can do to get off of it. But the problem is, again, people are doing so many things to keep up with the Joneses, to make it look like they're successful, to appease their parents, and a million fucking other things that have nothing to do with themselves.
Right.
Right. Now, keep in mind, money doesn't bring happiness.
Sure do.
Now, money, the conventional wisdom says, doesn't buy happiness. Modern studies seem to back this up, with studies suggesting that beyond an income of $75,000, money doesn't make you any happier.
Well,
Right.
Ariana Grande said, if you think money doesn't buy happiness, you must not have had enough money to buy it.
Yeah, I know, because
I
it
stand
sure
with
would give
her.
me some stability.
I stand with Ariana.
You
on
know
that
what
one.
I'm saying?
I stand with Ariana on that one.
Give me the more money.
All right. Now, this conclusion is simultaneously obvious and counterintuitive. Now, check this out. Bible verse, right? Dang.
Burble.
I think it's this burble that I'm drinking. But now, Luke 16:10. Whoever can be trusted with very little can also be trusted with much. And whoever is dishonest, that's a French coming out of me, dishonest with very little will be dishonest with much. All right. Montana, your thoughts on this episode about money?
Number one, I need more of it.
Okay. hey, Montana, tell the pain that you have went through. Okay.
Hey, bro. Who you talking
Tell
to?
the glorious.
No. It's no pain. I'm good over here. I want to say, number one, we talked about a couple of things, but I think that, we talk about the money and the education. I think it's all about the context of where you are, in different environments, your education. If you are a doctor, a lawyer, a teacher, of course, your education does mean different things, can take you different places. But in certain environments, in finance, like where I work and things like that, it just doesn't correlate to that. However, it does not negate the fact that I still need to get paid. And then I think outside of that, a part of whoever that speaker was, about a lot of people trying to live above their means or living in a space of wanting to appear a certain way. I'm not going to say you're doing things for people that hate you, but I think that at one point or another, we have all done things because it looked good, the aesthetic of what it looks like. And I think especially now in the social media age that we live in, more people than not, I would say younger people kind of are guilty of that. I hope people our age are not. But I just think overall, we need the money. The money is important. And you got to do what you got to do in order to get the money. It's too many, like we talked about before with the game over letter, it's too many means to an end to get the money that you desire. So take those steps in order to get to the finish line, to get the money and make the money that works for you. But in the meantime, ladies, pick a baseball player over an NBA player. Their seasons are longer. They are gone much longer. You don't have to deal with them. Their contracts are more guaranteed. COVID has messed up the whole NBA season. LeBron is going to win the next 20 championships because he's a robot. So whoever your guy is not going to win. So his contract isn't going to be that big. NBL over NBA. And I'll close with that.
What you think? What you think about this money situation?
Well, you already know how I feel about the money, man. The bottom line is get your money, get your money, get your money.
Get more money.
You know, more money. Yeah, and more money. But, man, when it comes down to it, you just can't rely on, like Shannon said, you can't rely on other folks, man. You got to make your own success in life. Yeah. You know, and you got to be hungry. You got to have that drive, man. You got to have that drive to want to go get it. Don't depend on nobody but yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if you're looking for somebody else to carry you, you a loser. Bottom line, you're a loser already. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But don't look for nobody to carry you. But in other words, that Joneses mess, man. Woo, God almighty.
Nice.
It keeps so many people in the poorhouse and Chapter 13 and bankruptcy and it's all kind of mess, man, because people are trying to impress.
Right.
What are you trying to impress? You know, I tell folks that all the time. You know, people want to, you know, the new iPhone come, I gotta have it, I gotta have it. The new this come, I gotta have it, I gotta have it. Why? Why you gotta have the new one if the one you get is sufficient?
Right.
Man, the only time I buy a new phone is when it don't work no more.
I'm with you,
For real. I don't run out buying no new phone because it's gonna do, look, long it calls, it texts, and
Get the job done.
that's all I need.
Right.
I don't have to do the new iPhone and all of this old crazy mess, man. That stuff just keep you broke. Keep you paying other folks your money that you could be having for yourself to make more money.
Yeah.
Amen.
That's why I said, if you making money and your money ain't making no money, you behind the 8-ball already.
Talk to me.
You know what I'm saying? Serious. You don't make money just to spend. You make money to make money.
Yeah.
So, more money, more money.
More money.
More money.
More money. Hey, Andy, what you think about this?
A fool and his money are soon parted.
You better know it, Andy.
It's strange, because I'm foolish, but I'm best friends with the Pillsbury Doughboy, and he's got so much money, it's like he's made of dough. Get it?
Yeah, I
He's
get
a
it.
doughboy.
We get it.
I get it, Andy.
We get it. We get it.
All right, thank y'all for tuning in to the Doneson Podcast.
Peace out.
This is fine.